Right, good afternoon, Mark, and good to see you, mate.
Yeah, good to see you, mate. Welcome back.
Thank you. Right, so we're at Aldershot away. Great ground, isn't it? Lovely ground. Pitch looks really good as well.
Yeah, pitching good nick, mate, which is great. Yeah, proper non-league ground, so beautiful floodlights, and yeah, mate, it's we've never played here, obviously. I mean, it's a ground we would have come to loads in terms of watching games over the years, but never played here. Welcoming club as well. Good reports from our committee. So, yeah, mate, it's looking forward to the match.
Obviously, I've been away for 9 days, and a lot of things have happened while I've been away. A lot of good things have happening with players coming in. I hear the terracing behind the away goals getting started as well. So, a lot of things happening, mate, isn't there?
Yeah, massively. It's been a quiet Jan, you know. Like we didn't really play any games over Christmas, and then we've had a few cancellations as well. It's been quite quiet. But yeah, we got the away end, if you like, is coming on, which is great. Obviously, a lot of pressure to get that finished, and on the field we're trying to rebuild. That was always the plan, to sort of rebuild to make sure that we have a team that next season, from a standing start, can challenge for the playoffs. That's where we want to be. We've always been in that position really quickly. I don't see it be any different. Obviously, we've got business to take care of in the meantime. But yeah, it's great to see real bounce around the place. And obviously, George Franken we brought in. George is, league above, if you like, player. And I think he's 31. I'd argue in certain positions on the field, that's borderline sort of peak now, 28, 30, 31. So George is going to kick us on. Let's not forget Aaron Kuhl's come in, who is a magnificent player. What a player. Really, I can see him being really suited to this division. We've got to wait a while for him. Josh Taylor and Briggsy, both on the bench today. So they're now, back on that trajectory to returning. And then, of course, the news this morning was Jason returning, which, we've got to thank the sponsors, Station View and JJ Mack, and that have made that happen. Our partners and sponsors are incredible at the best of times, but yesterday, Greg and Pat stepped up and enabled that situation. And yeah, mate, so, it's good vibes, really, mate. This is our season of consolidation, and, we're aiming to do that.
With Aaron, obviously he's injured, and was it a reason for getting him early doors before? Did you feel someone else would have picked him off and you couldn't have got him?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think it was now or never, really. I think it would have been at Slough. Let's not forget, Neil and John have gone now, so it felt to me like, although he was playing with Scotty there, his mate, I think that even Scotty, as a really good mate of his, would have pushed him on. He'd had a great couple of seasons and he'd just been really loyal. And when you get to know him, you can understand why, if he enjoyed it and he was in favour, he'd play for a club for 20 years probably, he's that type of guy. So it really bodes well for us. You look at Joe Cook that's come on a permanent. Jason's here for 18 months, which is a big deal.
18 months?
Rutherford's op is due, next week, week after next. Briggsy and Josh back on benches, George coming in. The landscape's changing for us. That obviously doesn't equal results. That might take a bit of a while, but equally I wouldn't be at all surprised to see that being today.
Sure. Is Alfie, he's having his operation and he won't be back for this season anyway, will he? That's him done.
No, he won't be back until October, November.
Okay.
So, but the point is, if as expected we have a good consolidation to the end of the season, and then in your squad for next year, you've got Seeger, Rutherford, Pryor, McShane. You're not going to recruit anybody. Your midfield, but you've got Josh Taylor, Aaron Kuhl, Niall McManus, Luke Moore. We've got Jeb and Egan in the building. We've got, wingers wise, it's similar. So Joe Cook, I think, is a real up and coming defender. So, you're not far away from saying actually we can put together a team here to compete. Obviously, right now, all that matters is this season. And yeah, we're just excited to get back out there today, to be fair.
Right, talking about this season and talking about the football now, 18 games left to go for the season. Is it too soon to say it's not about the performance, it's about getting points? Don't matter what happens and what formation we play, how we play, it's all about getting the points.
Yeah, I mean, you want points. Yeah, if you could choose one thing, of course, I think you'd always want points to a degree. But it's a tough league week in, week out. I don't think there's any pressure on anything yet. I think the teams that are 10 points adrift would be more concerned. There was only this is a notoriously hard league to be promoted into. Many teams have come up and gone back down. From the 4 that went up, Maidstone are struggling big time. Gateshead are sort of 5 points or more behind us, and York are sort of similar points scored to us. So, and these other clubs are all full time. We just got to call it as it is. They're all full time clubs, and they've not had half the issues we've had with losing your top striker to an ACL and your captain to a broken foot, etc. So, actually, I think although recent results not been great, we've amassed a good amount of points, and we've got a lot of boys coming back, and I think we'll be optimistic that that we'll hand it out a little bit to some of the big boys when we play them. That's what we're looking forward to doing.
Looking at our recent games, we haven't lost that many. But when we do lose, we lose by a few goals. That's the trouble. We've been saying that all season, haven't we? Really?
Yeah, we had a better spell though. We had a better spell where we sort of that situation dried up around about the sort of Maidenhead and the Barnet away win, and we had a better spell. But yeah, we've had a couple of games where you couldn't really defend what's what, but a little bit of confidence in there as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, mate. Look, it is what it is. You can't undo previous situations. We are work in progress. We're part time. We've got a lot going on, and for us, we just look forward to delivering the next victory for the fans. I mean, if we get a win today, Gaz, fans are going to go home going, blimey, this squad now, this team could achieve anything in the next 2 months. So yeah, mate. I think you have to look at it bluntly. From sort of like 11th or 12th down, you wouldn't want to. There's a lot of football to play.
Definitely.
There's 2 points between all sorts of teams. So loads of football. I think 18 games is a long time.
Lot of points. A
long
lot of points.
time, mate. Long time. So yeah, we wouldn't be worried at all. We're just rebuilding really, and like I said, today might be a little bit disjointed, maybe not disjointed, but we'll certainly be way better in a couple of weeks. I think people probably identify with that.
But going back to the team, the spine of the team now is what people talk about in football. You've got prior experience, George who's come in, I beg your pardon, he's got loads of experience, Ed Harris as well. So that spine of the team is a good spine, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, mate. Ed's injured today, and Joe Cook's suspended, so I think we'll miss them today.
Yes, yeah.
Because they're relatively direct, and in honesty, we did really want a big one to head them back, so we've not got that. But yeah, if you're talking about them all being available, which they will be pretty soon, we've got a great squad to choose from, mate. And I truly believe that we will compete against anybody in this division. When we get these boys in a few 2-3 weeks, we'll compete against anybody. We'll go to Wrexham and we'll go there and give them a really good game. Same Notts County. When we get these boys out on the field and they are knocking on the door, that's where we are, mate. That's how it is. So, yeah.
Got a lot of players around the club now, haven't we? And not getting minutes because obviously they can't get in the team or whatever. Any going out on loan, anything like that?
Yeah, I think there'll be a bunch that go on loan. And I think that those boys have had a lot of opportunities. They wouldn't be able to sort of deny, and I know they wouldn't, by the way. They're really good lads. A lot of lads have had a lot of minutes, a lot of opportunities to impress, step up, and they haven't quite got to the level. And we want to keep them engaged, and loans can work really well because you can go somewhere, have a really, really good spell, and then come back in and do a job. So yeah, there'll definitely be some boys out the building. It's a huge squad at the moment.
Isn't it?
Yeah, massive.
And that's unlike you, isn't it?
Yeah, biggest squad we've ever had by a mile. But obviously we needed to bring in players, and we It's our first year in this league, Gaz. Do you know what I mean? It's our first year in it, so we're in no hurry. But equally,
We want to stay in it.
we have got a bit fucking fed up with losing.
Yeah, haven't we all, my friend?
It's only so long you can keep pretending you want to consolidate.
Definitely. But anyway, listen, good luck today, mate.
Cheers,
Really
mate.
looking forward to the game, and hope we come away with 3 points.
Cheers, Gaz. Thanks, mate.